Greg Chancey, who bid at our annual golf outing to do some things Trev tags along, tag along with Trev is what we called it. And Greg, the first thing we're going to do is go up in this B-17 fighter, which is really pretty cool, and a story that's special and near and dear to your heart. Explain to us why.
Well, my dad was First Lieutenant Navigator Bombardier in the European Theater of Operations. He exceeded his missions of over 37. His major bombardments were over Berlin, helped to liberate Belgium and Sicily during that time period. In August of 1945, he was promoted to captain, and not too far thereafter, he went home to marry his sweetheart, my mom, in May of 1946.
And what is it you have in your hands?
He actually had this picture drawn, painted, or in Rome, Italy, back in 1945. My brother was kind enough to send it back to me.
And this was a drawing of the one that he flew, the actual one that he flew?
Exactly. This was the name of his was the Daring Dottie, and is actually named after my mom. And so this was the B-17 that he flew, the Flying Fortress, during his time period.
That is really pretty cool. So when you're out here and you know you're going to on this B-17 and you hear the roar of that engine, what kind of feelings does that emote from you?
Well, I'll tell you, like I was mentioning to Bill, I wish that I actually had a lot more in-depth conversations with my dad now that he's gone. We lost him in 2001. But I remember that he used to discuss being in World War II with his buddies, fond memories. Sometimes his eyes would well up, and that's the only time I ever saw that. I also actually have in my den, This is a 50 millimeter that actually came from his plane. So he went ahead and, of course, had the gunpowder taken out of it, and now I have it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't let my brothers take this one.
What do you think of the other planes they have behind us here in the Yankee Air Museum, and just what you see here? Are you a plane guy? Do you know what we're looking at right now?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, me either.
I'm a car and a boat guy, but I understand that actually is a jet, and it has something to do with putting out fires, perhaps. And
the one we're going to fly on today, our passengers, our fellow, I guess, adventurees are boarding over there. Or what do you think?
I think it's really cool. Can't wait to get up there ourselves. You know,
what was it that made you want to purchase that at the golf outing to have this experience along with me and drag me up here? I'm kind of, I don't know, shaking in my boots right now, but what made you want to do this?
Are you really? I just figured it would be something cool that I could commemorate Dad with, and so we'll take his spirit along with us.
It's really very cool.
And then also do my part on stipending your great organization, Detroit Sports Media. You know, try to get young broadcasters, in the booth. So it's all good.
We really do appreciate the support, and let's just hope we come back here in one piece.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we will too.
But I'm just hoping that the captain actually didn't fly back in World War II, because that means that he'd be in his 90s or early hundreds. So I don't think that would be a good thing.
Let's get on this bad boy and have a time of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Safe flight, safe landing. Recap it for us.
It was really cool. I'm really, really proud of my dad to go through that. Could you imagine doing bombardments of far and exceeding his mission requirement of 37 over Berlin? Those are some tight spaces. I mean, the catwalks, and I'm not a big guy by any stretch, but to be able to, and we had a lot of people that were, they're like mouse holes over there. So really cool. I'm impressed. I'm really proud of the old man.
So do you feel closer to him through that experience?
I really do.
Yeah.
Now I can understand just, the love of country and everything that he did in order to stop that Nazi oppression. And, it's really cool. I mean, I'm really proud of him. I don't think I'll sleep tonight because I'll be thinking about it.
Wow.
I just really wish that I asked him a lot more questions. But, high school kids, college kids, it's hindsight now.
It certainly is. Tell me about the coolest thing on there before we wrap this up.
Well, I can't pull it out right now, but I was actually up in the Bombay turret, and I I got a lot of great pictures, actually, with my size 9s up there on the plexiglass and taking pictures, on the topography as we were flying about. So it was really cool. And yeah, my brother keeps texting me. I said, I'm a little bit busy right now. I may not be dropping bombs, but it's just like him, right? Perfect timing. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, we'll keep our feet on the ground when you tag along with me next. That's when we take the ice with Mickey Redmond, Mickey DeKaiser, and the guys in my pickup skate Tuesdays and Thursdays at Troy. That's next. Good times, Greg.
All right, man.
Good times.
Thank you.